Hello, Keith.
Hi, Irina. I know you had some questions for me.
Yeah, I'm glad to see you.
And
to see you
you.
here. Keith, you are an exam representative in Russia from Euroexam organization.
Yes, actually,
right?
it's my company, Verba International. Although we're a British-based company, we do most of it, and we do teach in the UK. In fact, I'm a teacher here in the UK in state schools. Fortunately, I am able to get time off to manage the Euroexam international English examinations right across the Russian Federation.
Could you please brief me, what is Euroexam?
Euroexam is actually quite a new examination body. I say new, founded in 2000, so that's getting close now to 25 years old, of course. But they are one of the principal international English language examination boards. So if you think in terms of people like Cambridge, Trinity, Pearson, IELTS, Euroexam very much stands alongside them and is internationally recognized, is recognized by universities across Europe, here in the UK. So it's a well-established, well-funded major international examination board.
Okay, thank you. And what are the benefits that Russian students can get with this exam?
Well, and multiple, really. And I think we need to be honest that children and students studying at A1, A2 and B1 are never going to be using these to go to university, because universities want upper B2s and C1. However, it does a number of things. Firstly, achieving anything is fantastic motivation for students, even being able to prove that they are at a certain level. Secondly, quite uniquely, they will always be working with a native English speaker. Typically this year, that will be me. And I often liken it to kicking a football against a wall. You can speak English to your teacher. You do it every single day, every single lesson. But then when you play a real football match, or in our case, work with a native English speaker, then they suddenly realize they can be understood and understand this old grey-haired, bald English man. And it really brings their learning to life. And I think there is a third very important reason. Students who are familiar with international exam structures, are used to doing the exams, do fantastically well at the Russian state exams. So it gives them a tremendous benefit over their colleagues, and of course, then going into university in Russia.
You mentioned levels A1, A2. What other levels are available for the students?
It's a full scale, actually, right through from A1, A2, B1, B2, and C1.
Is any special preparation needed for the students to take this, in order to take this exam?
Yes, absolutely. Be able to speak English. And that really, I know that sounds silly, but because all the exam tasks are the kind of textbook tasks you'd find in a really good textbook, then if they're able to get through the lessons, okay, work with the tasks in the textbooks you guys use, then quite frankly, they will do well at the exam.
So I would say just learn English and no special preparation. Like if you can speak English, if you know English, then
absolutely, at the relevant level. And of course, what we would expect from an A1 student is very different from what we would expect maybe if you or one of your colleagues was taking the exam.
Exactly.
And the key thing I would always say with exams is they must be enjoyable, because let's face it, students don't have to take international English exams. So it needs to be a very positive, very fulfilling event for them. And I think that's what I take away most. It's to see the kids coming out thinking, hey, we can do this. Even if maybe they don't reach the pass mark. The pass mark is 60%. Even if they don't quite reach that. And in Russia, 95% do, because you're very good. But even if they don't, to give them a fantastic positive experience. Yeah,
right. And where are the papers checked?
Papers are checked. Papers are checked with examiners at the international board. Now, I'm always very slightly nervous of this question, only because historically they would be checked in the offices in either London, or they have an Eastern European office in Budapest with the examiners. However, nowadays with technology, the papers get scanned and they could be, again, they will be true English examiners, but they might be looking at, if it's listening, they might be doing it with headphones on in an airport in America, because of course, everything is now digitized. So the papers get scanned, and the international examiners, who I said are fundamentally based either in London or in the Eastern European office in Hungary, it's under their control. The old days, they used to have to send the papers, they had to be couriered. Now they still get couriered to the exam board, but the exam board scans them for ease of marking.
Yeah, I see. So in this difficult geopolitical situation, not many exam boards are ready to work with Russia. What would you like to tell Russian students in this situation? And what would you like to wish them, or maybe encourage the students?
Yeah. Well, firstly, regarding the geopolitical situation, of course, in Western Europe, we have a point of view on that. However, we have persuaded the exam board that no matter what is happening, it is still good to support the young children, and the students, older students of Russia. They are the future of Russia. They are the future of the world. And that's why we are so keen and still believe in supporting those students. What I would say to them very much is English will and does remain the language of international business, medicine, education, science, you name the topic, and it's still that international language. Also, even if you don't really care about language, one thing you will want to do is go to a good top Russian university. So even doing the exams there, international exams, will get you that better grade. We know that from research done in Moscow. So, but most importantly, come and meet us, come and have a chat, because the exams are very much a chat. Oh, and one other thing, because I know Irina's school and her level of language, I am speaking much quicker to Irina than I would to speak to you guys. So of course, particularly at A1 and A2, we do speak much slower, as I am doing now. It is not the fast, and I'm always very excited to speak with Irina and her team at Kansk. So I tend to speak a little bit too fast. But in the exams, yes, we are very well trained to speak at the right speed. So don't be scared if you missed some of our conversation.
Yeah. And from me, I would add that this is a really unique experience for the students when they can practice, when they can see that they are understood. And when finally they get the certificate, so this sense of achievement, the pleasure of achieving something, of getting some good results, yeah, this is the one of the best experiences.
Absolutely, yes.
Yes, thank you, Keith. We are looking forward to seeing you here in May.
Thank you. That's my pleasure. We're at the moment just trying to organizing the flights. We have the dates sorted out. But of course, the one thing to bear in mind, of course, is these are not just Russian international exams. These are carried out in something like 22 countries worldwide. It just happens to be me who comes to Russia.
Good.
Thank you very much, Irina.
Thank you. Thank you.